India, 2003. A country on the brink of transformation, where the dawn of a new era promised prosperity and growth. A nation buzzed with opportunity. The economy surged, and the streets were alive with the hustle and bustle of a hopeful populace. But beneath the surface, a venomous web spun, unseen by the naked eye, yet potent enough to ensnare the unsuspecting. At its heart, Abdul Karim Telgi, a man whose name would soon become synonymous with deceit. His crime: counterfeiting stamp papers, a seemingly mundane act that masked a much darker reality. A seemingly small act with colossal consequences, rippling through the financial fabric of the nation. This is the story of the Telgi scam, a scandal that shook India to its core, leaving a trail of disbelief and outrage. A tale of greed, corruption, and the fragility of trust. Telgi's operation was vast, meticulously planned, and executed with precision. It stretched across state borders, ensnaring politicians, police, and businessmen, creating a network of corruption that was hard to dismantle. He exploited the very fabric of Indian society, manipulating its systems for personal gain and exposing the vulnerabilities within. The cost: billions of rupees, shattered lives, and a nation left questioning who to trust. The impact was both financial and emotional. This is more than just a financial crime. It is a story of how one man's greed can unravel the trust of an entire nation. It is a story of betrayal, where the very people meant to protect the public were complicit in the crime. A story of how power, when placed in the wrong hands, can corrupt even the most fundamental institutions. Prepare yourself for a journey into the depths of deception. The truth, like the tendrils of Telgi's web, runs deep, entangling all who come too close. This is the intricate and dark tale of the Telgi scam. Abdul Karim Telgi wasn't born into wealth. He hailed from Kanpur, Karnataka. His father, a railway employee, died young. Telgi, forced to support his family, sold fruits. He dreamt of a different life, a life of luxury, a life free from the constraints of poverty. He moved to Bombay, the city of dreams. He found work, forging documents, a small-time hustle, a stepping stone. Then, he saw an opportunity. Stamp papers, small, unassuming, essential. They were the lifeblood of countless transactions, and Telgi realized they were ripe for exploitation. Telgi was meticulous. He studied the intricate details of stamp papers, the paper, the watermark, the ink. He assembled a team: engravers, printers, distributors, each cog in his criminal machine. He bribed government officials, access to genuine printing presses, a steady supply of materials. His operation grew bolder, from small denominations to massive sums. Fake stamp papers flooded the market. Banks, insurance companies, even courts, none were the wiser. Telgi's wealth exploded. He bought mansions, cars, and politicians. His empire, built on deceit, thrived in the shadows. Telgi understood power. He knew that to survive, he needed protection. He cultivated relationships: politicians, police officers, bureaucrats. He greased palms with cash. He offered a piece of his illicit pie. His web of influence grew wider. With each bribe, Telgi secured his position. He became untouchable. Those who dared to investigate him faced threats, transfers, or worse. The system, meant to protect, was now his shield. His empire, fueled by corruption, seemed invincible. Section 5. Cracks in the facade. The house of cards begins to crumble. But no empire built on lies lasts forever. Whispers of the scam began to surface. Discrepancies in government revenue, the sheer volume of fake stamp papers in circulation. Journalists, sensing a story, started digging. The police, under pressure, had to act. The first arrests were small fish, distributors, low-level officials. But the net was closing in. Telgi, sensing the danger, went into hiding. He became a phantom, moving from city to city, protected by his network of corrupt officials. Section 6. The Unraveling. A nation's trust betrayed. As the investigation gained momentum, a special investigation team, or SIT, was formed. Raids soon uncovered mountains of fake stamp papers, printing plates, and incriminating documents. The sheer scale of the scam shocked the nation. It wasn't just a few crores. It was billions. The media went into overdrive. Every day brought new revelations, and the list of those implicated grew longer. Politicians, bureaucrats, police officers. The public watched in disbelief and anger. Their trust betrayed, the system exposed. Section 7. Justice, delayed, and denied. The trial and its aftermath. Telgi was finally apprehended in 2001. His arrest turned into a media spectacle. The trial that followed was long and arduous. Witnesses turned hostile. Evidence disappeared. The wheels of justice, it seemed, moved slowly. Too slowly. In 2007, Telgi was convicted and sentenced to 30 years in prison. But for many, justice felt incomplete. He died in prison in 2017, but the scars of his crimes remained. The question lingered: did he really act alone? Section 8. Scars on a Nation. The enduring legacy of the Telgi scam. This scandal, one of the most infamous in India's history, continues to reverberate through the nation's consciousness. The Telgi scam left an indelible mark on India. It wasn't just about the money, it was about the trust that was shattered. It shook the nation's faith in its institutions. The judiciary, the police, and even the political framework were all called into question. It exposed the vulnerability of the system to greed and corruption. The ease with which the scam was executed highlighted systemic flaws. The financial losses were staggering, amounting to billions of rupees. The economic impact was felt across various sectors, but the damage to public trust was immeasurable. People began to question the very fabric of governance. The scam forced India to confront uncomfortable truths. It was a moment of reckoning for the entire nation. It highlighted the need for stronger regulations, greater transparency, and a more robust legal framework to prevent such incidents, and a more accountable system. The call for reforms grew louder, demanding immediate action. It served as a wake-up call, a stark reminder that complacency can lead to disaster. A reminder that even in the face of progress, vigilance is paramount. The Telgi scam remains a cautionary tale, urging us to stay alert and proactive. Section 9. Lessons learned: fortifying India's defences against fraud. In a country as vast and diverse as India, the challenge of combating fraud is immense. In the aftermath of the Telgi scam, India took significant steps to prevent such a massive fraud from happening again. The scam, which involved counterfeit stamp papers, exposed vulnerabilities in the system. Security features on stamp papers were enhanced, incorporating advanced technologies to make counterfeiting more difficult. Digital alternatives were introduced, providing a more secure and efficient way to handle transactions. The process, though slow, was a crucial step towards restoring trust in the system. It required coordinated efforts from various sectors, including government, law enforcement, and financial institutions. The Telgi scam serves as a stark reminder of the potential for fraud in any system. It highlights the human capacity for greed and deceit, and the lengths to which individuals will go to exploit weaknesses for personal gain. But it also underscores the resilience of the human spirit. The collective determination to overcome such challenges and build a more secure future is evident. The ability to learn from mistakes, to rebuild, and to strive for a better, more transparent future is a testament to the nation's strength. The fight against corruption is ongoing. It requires constant vigilance, innovation, and a commitment to integrity. But the Telgi scam, though a dark chapter in India's history, ultimately became a catalyst for change. It spurred reforms and heightened awareness about the importance of security and transparency. A change that continues to shape India today, as the nation moves forward with a renewed focus on building a robust and fraud-resistant system.